I think in this week's video, we are going to be doing a mood reading vlog. I really enjoy mood reading and kind of filming my thoughts and opinions on books, so I like making these kind of videos, so that's what we're gonna do today. I am currently in the middle of 2 different books right now. I'm listening to Golden Son by Pierce Brown, and I'm reading The Reappearance of Rachel Price by Holly Jackson. I'm about 160 pages into this book right now, and if you don't know what this is Holly Jackson's new release, and it is about our main character. Her name is Belle. Her mom, Rachel Price, disappeared when she was 3 years old. When Belle was 3 years old, not Rachel. When Belle was 3 years old, her mom, Rachel Price, disappeared. Fast forward 16 years later, there's a documentary being made about the disappearance of Rachel Price, and Belle's kind of uncomfortable, you know, it's like trauma for her, and all of a sudden, guess who strolls into town? Miss Rachel Price herself. And the documentary is now changed to The Reappearance of Rachel Price, and Belle kind of is having a hard time believing her mom's disappearance story, which me too, Belle, me too. Something's not adding up. It's really good so far. The beginning was a little hard for me to get through. I don't know why. That we've hit like kind of the main plot. I think I'm really enjoying it. So that's what's going on in this book. And then Golden Son, I can't really talk about because it is the second book in the Red Rising series. I'm enjoying both of them equally. I think later today I'm going to go on a walk. It's been really gloomy and I kind of would just want to get outside. So when I go on my walk, I'm definitely going to be listening to Golden Son. And throughout the day, I will be reading The Reappearance of Rachel Price. Okay, so for me, I feel like I have like this light sensory issue. Whenever this light is on, I die a little inside, truly. And I need just like ambient, cozy lighting. That may sound weird to you, and trust me, it drives my boyfriend insane. So I found a solution. Look how cozy and cute that looks in our shower. Hey, it's waterproof. It's waterproof and rechargeable, and it's so cute, and I love it. It's the cutest thing I've ever seen. And it adds just the perfect level of coziness in my bathroom. Thank you, McKenna Berry on TikTok, because that's where I saw it from. Love you. I just did my evening skincare and like hair care routine when I shower in the evenings, and it's almost 8 o'clock. It looks really bright outside, but it's almost 8 o'clock, I promise. And I think for this evening, I'm not really in the mood to read, because if I'm being so for real with you guys, my stomach is really hurting me. So I think I'm just going to watch YouTube for the rest of the night and go to bed early, because I hate having stomach pain. I just want to go to sleep and wake up and it be gone. So I'm gonna watch some YouTube, maybe read if I'm feeling a little better. We'll see. I found a new favorite YouTuber. Her name is Taylor Tippett. I'm obsessed. I want to be a flight attendant because of her. She's just perfect. She's perfect. And I'm obsessed with her, so that's probably who I'm gonna go watch. Side note, that's Honey squeaking her toy, but I got these little matching art pieces on Facebook Marketplace today, and they are the cutest little granny core things I've ever seen in my life. I think they're so cute, and I can't wait to find a place for them in my home. Okay, I was listening to Golden Sun on Spotify, but I'm now in Spotify jail. Didn't have enough hours, so I only had about 75 pages left. I finished. Let's just say I'm going to be starting the next book very soon. I finished Golden Sun by Pierce Brown, and I'm still reading The Reappearance of Rachel Price by Holly Jackson. The thing about this book, The Reappearance of Rachel Price, I'm just not liking the main character. She's just so annoying to me. She's just very annoying to me and just like rude. I don't know. There hasn't been much character development, and I'm about halfway through, but we'll see. Hopefully I can read a big chunk of this tonight, but we'll see how fast I can get through this book. Long time no chat. It's been a couple days and I have finished The Reappearance of Rachel Price. I did not like it. You'll see why at the end when I kind of discuss my thoughts and feelings. But ever since that book, I've kind of felt a little slumpy. I fear a book slump is coming. So I started the 7-Year Slip by Ashley Poston. I'm about 70 pages in and it's cute so far. I'm liking it. Here come my dogs. And I just haven't felt like picking up a book because I think I'm in a slump. Every video of mine, you will catch one of my dogs squeaking a toy. I'm sorry. I fear, Milo, for a second, Bubba, please. Reading outside. It is the perfect weather and I'm at my mom's house and her garden is just chef's kiss beautiful. But I'm reading the 7-Year Slip, as you can see. I think I definitely have an unpopular opinion about this book. I'm not loving it like everybody else does. I'm about halfway through the book. I think I'm just like I said earlier in the video, I'm just entering a reading slump and I'm being really critical and mean about the books I'm reading. The reason I'm not really loving this book is because it's just giving like some of the dialogue is just a little too, it's giving like cringe. Some of it is just like icking me out, which sounds so mean. I think if I read this at a different time in my life where I'm not entering a book slump and I'm not being super judgmental, I would like this book a little more. I'm trying not to be like that and be cringed out by the dialogue. It's just a book. I find when I cringe reading like dialogue in books, it makes me not really want to continue reading, but I'm gonna push through. I just think maybe like the rom-com genre isn't for me anymore because I also just listened to The Bodyguard by Catherine Center, and that book seriously icked me out. Like I could not deal with that book. But so I think this is gonna be the last like rom-com romance I read for a while. I just think maybe it's not my genre anymore, but I'm gonna finish this book and maybe by the end of this book, I'm going to absolutely love it. We'll see. Ended up going to Lowe's to check out the flowers and the plants, and me and Bobby are doing like a little at-home project, but I ended up getting a hydrangea bush. Hydrangeas is my dream to have just like my front covered in hydrangea bushes, but I got my first one and I want to see if I can keep it alive. She's so cute and I love them. And this guy, I don't know, I got it at a little nursery and she's cute. I love her. And this is from my mom. She gave this to me. It was part of her jade plant and then she started this one for me, and it is a thick boy. We're not gonna talk about my hair, okay? But what we are gonna talk about are the 3 books that I read in today's vlog. Starting off with Golden Sun by Pierce Brown. I rated this 4 stars. I enjoyed it a lot. I really liked the story. For those of you who don't know, this is a second book in the Red Rising trilogy. Red Rising is, there's a lot that goes into the series, but what I will say is that it's basically a dystopian set on Mars. And that's all I think I'm gonna say about what it's about. I listened to the audiobook for about 90% of it, And the audiobook reader, just really like his voice, it wasn't for me, which sounds so rude, I'm so sorry, but I just didn't like his voice, especially sped up. It just, ooh, sometimes I didn't like it. But I ended up reading like the last 75 pages and it was so good and I enjoyed it, I think, a lot more than I would have if I listened to it. 4 stars, I highly recommend this series. Then I read The Reappearance of Rachel Price by Holly Jackson. I gave this book 2 stars. 2 stars. Not my favorite. The premise, I think I explained earlier in the video, and that wasn't spoilers. It's all in the blurb, so none of that was a spoiler. 2 stars. The pacing of this was just so interesting. It was slow, then fast, then slow. It wasn't my favorite Holly Jackson book. I really enjoyed her previous series, A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. This didn't feel like that writing, which I know I shouldn't compare it to that. I mean, should I? I don't know. I really like the cover. The cover's stunning. But yeah, 2 stars for Miss Holly Jackson, Reappearance of Rachel Price. Last but not least, The 7-Year Slip. I haven't finished this book and I think I'm going to soft DNF it. I feel like I heard everybody gasp through the screen. This is so many people's favorite book and I'm about like 50% of the way through and I just think I'm gonna have to DNF it. I think the rom-com, I cannot with this squeak, dude. I think the rom-com genre at the moment is not for me. It just, some of the dialogue I'm not really loving. It's just a little too like, I don't want to be mean because I know a lot of people like this book and I just think I'm in a bad mood because I'm in a reading slump, you know? I'm definitely going to read it later on, just not right now. I don't want to force myself to read something I'm not loving, like I did with this book. But that was everything I read in this mood reading vlog. I hope you guys liked seeing snippets of my life and what I'm reading and my thoughts. I really enjoy making these type of videos. And yeah, I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.